Hey business besties, your girl is back with another video. Let me fix my little necklace, y'all. But anyway, I hope y'all day is going amazing. I wanted to do this video because I just jumped off a call with a colleague of mine, and we were just talking about business, expenses, taxes, and things of that sort. And it made me think, let me do a video about this because I think I touched on it before, but I don't believe I did a designated video on what you should not do once your business take off and your money start flowing in and now you seeing these big bucks. There's a few things you should know that you probably shouldn't do or try to create a system for, right? We see it all too much where people starting to get money, and whether they're used to money or not, that's not even a factor. It's just the fact that sometimes your business, due to your hard work, could just pay off, and it could pay off pretty quickly. And sometimes when you going from your regular set income, for example, you may be used to making like anywhere between $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and you have pretty high expenses or whatever, but then your business start bringing you in an additional 5 to maybe even 10K a month. So now you looking at a pretty big income, right, monthly. And you like, hey, I got all this money to spend now. I'm about to get out here and I'm about to upgrade my house and go from maybe a 3-bedroom house to a 5-6-bedroom house. I'm about to go turn in my Kia for a Benz, whatever, y'all. I'm just throwing stuff out here. This is not for nobody in particular, not even myself. I'm just trying to give y'all a visual, of what I'm talking about, right? We see it all too well because a lot of times you base your monthly bills off your monthly income. So one of the things that I have learned to do over time, which is there's nothing wrong with increasing your income and increasing, your value or things that you feel is valuable to you. Like for me, I don't really care about a lot of expensive clothes and shoes and stuff like that, right? I'm a very simple girl when it comes to that. I like my little few twos and fews of designer pieces, but I'm not going out there every month buying a new designer person pair of shoes. That's just not going to happen, right? Financially, I am doing this for generational wealth to come. Any business that I have done has pretty much been to create generational wealth, okay? I want my kids to be able to eat good off of my businesses. I want my grandkids and my great-grands to be able to eat off any business that I create over time. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't even be smart of me to take all the income that I get and go be flashy with it. If you're a flashy person, it is what it is, baby. It ain't no judgment over here. Okay? It's just not. I'm just doing this video because I have a lot of new entrepreneurs that reach out to me because of the videos that I put out here, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok. And as much as I'm helping you to the best of my ability to help you grow in your business endeavors, I also want to touch on some things that you shouldn't be doing, or being careful with how you spend your money or your finances or whatever the case may be. It's good to have that financial balance, right? And some people got it down to a science. And hey, kudos to everybody who do. I feel like I have gained the knowledge over time and became more responsible over time. It was not just something that happened. So this video is dedicated more or less to that person that's new to business and your business is starting to really pop off and it's growing rapidly, and you seeing the different deposits coming into the account every single day or week or month or whatever the case may be, and you like, hey, yeah, no. Let's break this down into 4 categories on what you should do with some of your income that you gross monthly. Okay, so I wrote it down for y'all, right? So and we don't have to talk specific numbers, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the categories and then I'm gonna give y'all an example, okay? So I would break my total net, not the gross, but your total net income. So not what you made, but what you actually bring home. Most business owners, because you're not probably W-2, you're probably getting your net deposited, frequently. So one of the things I like to do is I like to break it down into 4 categories. One being taxes, one being business expenses, the other ones being savings that I can use for investments and stuff like that, and then my personal expenses, right? So for some people, they cut theirself a check out of their monthly expense. So whether if you, let's just say you gross $10,000, right? You want to break that 10 into different categories. So like, let's just say $2,500 to each one of the brackets. And the first $2,500, I'm gonna make sure I put up just for my taxes in my tax account. Then the second $2,500, I'm gonna put into what I would say is my business, like investment savings. And then the third bracket, what I would do is I will put all my expenses, like everything that needs to come out of my business account would already be put aside. And then of course, you have your personal, because you want to get paid yourself too. All this hard work, you want to make sure you're seeing something, right? So, and these are high numbers, but they're examples. I don't care, hell, if you only made $500 a month. What I'm saying is, girl or guys, break it down into 4 categories. So you'll be good, like no matter what. So out of that $2,500, your personal expenses, that $2,500 could cover, if that could be like your at home rent or mortgage, your car payment, you dining out, clothes, shoes, whatever you need for your family, your kids. That all has to come out of that $2,500. So that means you need to budget down. So just off that number alone, even though yours could be higher or lower, that doesn't leave me room to go out here and get a Louis Vuitton purse every month. Now, what I could do is, if I really wanted a Louis bag, I could take $500 a month and set aside until I reach that an additional $2,500 or more to go get that bag, if that's what you choose to do. But what I'm saying is, you can't go double back and be like, well, I spent my $2,500 for the month, so now I'm going to tap into my tax account, or now I'm about to tax into the business savings funds that I'm going to be using for future investments or things that could come up. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna tap into the business bills. We're not doing that. Once that little $2,500 you got is gone, you can't go messing with the other brackets. Okay? Let me know in the comments if I'm making sense. Now, y'all know I ain't the best person to always explain something. I say a lot and I stumble over my words, but hell, that is me. She is me, okay? It is what it is. But I make these videos and hopefully somebody can look past all of that and get to what I'm, pick up what I'm putting down, all right? So we know that we're gonna budget. So that way at the end of the year, whether you're paying your taxes quarterly or you're paying it at the end of the year, when tax season come, whatever the case may be, you know you got the IRS their money. Because like I said, you can't hide from them. You can't hide from them. I know people like, oh, you don't need an LLC, you don't need, listen, as long as you have any type of business bank account, if you have any type of Zelle, if you have any type of Cash App, the IRS knows what you're doing. So unless you completely all cash everything, the IRS knows what you're doing, okay? So make sure you put funds aside for them. Expenses. You're gonna have expenses every month with your business. There's gonna be some type of expense. So have some money put aside in that expense bracket, okay? And then like I said, you should always have a savings or investment bracket or whatever, so that all together everything is flowing the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? And if you stay under those expenses every month, then now you have that overflow. Basically, anything you have left over every quarter or at the end of the year, you can kind of bonus yourself out. So I know for me, I used to be on an S Corp with my previous business that used to bring in a lot of money, right? So my accountant had me on an S Corp. So anything over, I can get a bonus every quarter. You know what I'm saying? As long as everything looked good, everything was in place, anything over, I can go in and I can get bonused out. So with that is what I would use when I would get my bonus every quarter. That's when we would do like vacations or anything extra that we wanted to do around the house that didn't fit into our monthly budget. We would use that bonus, and then we would take care of those extra little curricular activities or whatever that we wanted to do. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very important that you understand. And if you start doing it in the beginning of your business before things blow up, then when things do blow up and get real big, then it comes natural. It's like, oh, I've already been doing this, so this is easy for me to maintain now because I'm used to it, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I share that with y'all. So basically, just don't spend all the money before you actually take care of your responsibilities, right? Things come up all the time. Being responsible, a part of being a great entrepreneur is being financially literate and responsible with the money. Don't take it and start spending it before you get it, feeling like, oh, this money comes quickly, it's easily replaceable. You never know. And what I do know about business is every month may not always be a good month. So you might need some of that overflow to hold you off into the next month. I know even for waxing, we have seasons that are good, right? And then we have seasons that are a little slower. So spring and summer, everybody's outside. Everybody wants to, wear certain clothes, have their arms out and their legs out. So our services pick up a lot more in the summer. So we call it peak season, where in spring and summer, that's our peak season. And then it slows down for like fall and winter, right? So every business has those down moments. So trying to be as responsible as you can with the finances when you're getting them versus being irresponsible and spending the money before you get them. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you like, okay, you didn't do this method and you like, hey, I got an extra $2,000. I want to go invest this in something real quick, in hopes of that $2,000 turning into $10,000 for you. I get that. But that's also what that investment bracket is for. You know what I'm saying? For future investments, for what ifs and stuff like that. You have that bracket where you can go and pull that out of when need be. You know what I'm saying? And if not, bonus yourself out every quarter. But yeah, just making sure, like I said, you're just not spending everything before you get it. Y'all know what I'm saying. It happens. We ain't gonna act like it ain't. And like I said, it ain't no judgment here. Even if you were somebody that does do things that way, this video can help you put things more in perspective. That's what it is. It's not about judgment. It's not me trying to tell another adult what to do with their money. It's more or less about how can I help my audience? Y'all pour into me, y'all like my videos, y'all share my videos, and I share my journey with y'all. And part of sharing that journey is, let me share with them what I have been doing that has been helpful to me in hopes that it helps someone else. So if this video was helpful, or y'all got any tips or anything y'all felt like I left out, y'all know how I am. Go ahead and add it in the comments so that we can all, read your advice or whatever the case may be. We can get active in the comments. Y'all know that's where I meet y'all at anyway after the videos is done. So that's it, y'all. That's the video. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.